Win tonight. We've heard from Luka. Let's hear from LeBron, new on SportsCenter.
The team was going to be having the requisite response.
We knew yesterday at practice. We had a tough practice yesterday, and we went at it yesterday, and one of the best practices we've had all year. We kind of knew coming out of that what type of disposition we had to play with. We watched film before practice. It wasn't good. Game one was not good at all. We're all competitors, and so that's what it took.
I'm going to go through all of our beats first, and then I'll get to everybody else. Okay?
The offensive organization was something that JJ talked about a lot, quite a bit actually, coming out of game one, even yesterday. How would you rate how you guys performed in that area tonight?
We could still be better offensively. I thought at times we were very sharp, but at times, we weren't. And I think, we could do a better job on the offensive end, but we're going to continue to get better, continue to watch the film, see ways we can, kind of break down the defense and continue to get good looks. I thought we had some great looks tonight. I know a lot of my shots in the fourth quarter were great looks that just didn't go. And if we can continue to, get great looks like that, I think we believe in our percentages. But we got to continue to work the habits. We got to continue to work the habits, and continue to shoot the ball with confidence.
LeBron, they only had 6 fast break points today after having 25 in game one. What was the biggest difference there in terms of transition?
Just sprinting the hell back. Giving up fast break points, obviously sometimes it's nothing you could do about it. If a long rebound happens, you got 4 guys on the baseline, long rebound happens, they're able to sprint out and get it. But, most of the time with fast break points, it's about energy and effort. And I thought our attention to detail and our attention to the effort, that side of the floor was very in tune with that. Like I said, game one, giving up 25 fast break points on our home floor was not an ingredient for winning.
Hey, Bron, on Mind the Game pod, you talked about how you live for this time of the year, calling it a drug. Obviously, you always talk about how important it is to stay even-keeled. You've taken teams to the finals 10 times, won 4 championships. After going down by as much as 27 points in game one, what was your message to the guys?
I think you just said it. Just staying even-keeled. It doesn't matter if you lose by 100 or you lose by 1. I mean, they both hurt. You can't sleep. So it's about how you stay even keeled and then how you make the adjustments going into game 2, or game 3, whatever the case may be. So, I thought, we looked at what we didn't do so well, which was a lot of things in game 1. We took that to heart. We hold each other accountable. We make the adjustments, and we had a better outing tonight. And now we need to be even better on Friday. Going into Minnesota. So that's what the playoffs is all about. But you got to be able to stay even keeled no matter what's going on.
Hey, LeBron. JJ said he hasn't done it a lot this season, maybe about 5 times or so, but Minnesota cut it to 11. He called that timeout, and he was very upset. He said he wanted you all to tap into your sense of urgency. How much was that needed in that moment, and what did you think of the response?
I thought we responded, well, just from the timeout. We know JJ is going to spaz out from time to time. That's JJ, and so it's at this point for us is, obviously we need to listen to the message and not the way how he's delivered it, and for me, it's, my high school coach my freshman year was kind of the same way. He would spaz out on us, and, you have to be able to understand about it's not how he's saying it, it's about what he's saying, and I thought we responded after that.
JJ said he's only cursed a few times this season, so I don't know what to tell you. Talk about the love and how you get excited and up for every playoff after all this time. Is there a point with the body, though, where it's just sort of you got to tell yourself, okay, we're doing this again?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I've up there with them. I don't know if I'm 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, like in most minutes in playoff history and the amount of games and the amount of playoff series. And I know I'm number 1 in minutes. I think there are 2 in regular season minutes or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I'm 40 years old. I'm in year 22. I've been in the postseason well over half of my career. I listen to the body, but it's about taking care of what I can take care of, controlling what I can control, and that's about getting sleep and, getting, the right food in me and, and keeping my mind sharp. Obviously, the body will do what the body do, but, as long as the mind is in tune, and I believe that, you can take it even further. So I'm just trying to give my teammates what I got, offensively, but more importantly, defensively. Going down there, helping rebounding, crashing, being physical, also using my mind to be able to call out a lot of things that teams are doing, so we can be ahead of a lot of plays as well. So we're not surprised by a lot of things. So I'm just super happy, and I don't take it for granted just to be able to play this game still. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do it. So just try to take advantage of every moment you get.
As long as he's doing it, it's tough to count him out in any situation. And when a series is tied 1 apiece, that's no different. Over the last 10 years, LeBron has won 5 of the 6 series that were tied up through 2 games. The one that he lost was in 2021. That was against the Suns in the first round. Lakers coming off that Game 2 victory over the T-Wolves. Luka, huge night, 31 points, 12 boards, 9 assists. Almost messed around and got a triple-double. Special through and through. And now, stepping up to the podium, getting ready to speak. This is new on SportsCenter. Take a listen to Luka and his magic.
No, we did the same game plan. We didn't really change much. It was just the question of if we're going to be more physical or not. And I think we showed that. And we were there for 48 minutes. And we got big enough first quarter. I learned from the last game, and we just stick to it.
You of course have experience with Minnesota from last year. You know what it's like as they go throughout a series. Playing in that building, how do you feel like that energy is going to be as you go there 1-to-1?
Oh, it's going to be high. I remember that. They have amazing fans, and they're very loud. So from the first moment, they're gonna make at some point. They're gonna make a run, but we gotta stay together. It's us against the whole arena, so it's gonna be very tough. I experienced that, and it wasn't easy. So we gotta stay together no matter what.
Luka, they cut it to 11 in the third. You guys were able to push it right back. I think a 10-2 run. Then they got it to 9 in the fourth. Again, able to hold them off. What were those moments like for your group? How do you feel like you leaned on one another to make sure that it didn't get any closer?
Yeah, I mean, they have a great team, so at some point they're going to make a run. Just the matter how we respond, and we responded by being who we are. And I think, like I said, I think we responded very well. And from on, I mean, to win a game, scoring 13 points in the fourth quarter, it's not easy. It was from defense and then going on from there.
It seemed like the team as a whole did better with getting deeper into the paint, and that kind of helped get Minnesota into rotation. The kickouts were there. You kind of led the charge in that. Was that a talking point over the last couple of days, and how much was that emphasized coming into tonight?
I think when we touch the paint, a lot of great things happen. Gets them in the blender, and we just got to do that more. Obviously we talk about it. Got to touch the paint no matter what. So that's what we're trying to do more, and I think we can still do a lot more than that.
Hey, Luka. You obviously played a lot of playoff games before you even got to the NBA, but now that you've had enough NBA playoff games under your belt, what have you sort of learned about when to stay calm and still versus when to really panic, or not you ever panic, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not panic, but, as me and Bron, leaders of the team, we got to keep the team together. Like I said, going into to Minnesota is going to be a war. The fans are going to be cheering like crazy. So no matter what, we can't panic. We got to stay together, and that's on me and Bron to keep the team together.
Luka, you guys only had 15 assists as a team in Game 1, 23 tonight. You, LeBron, and AR each had 5 or more. What did you see in terms of just the ball movement, the playmaking, and just the way that you guys were organized offensively? JJ had mentioned that as a big thing.
Yeah, I think like when he asked me about the paint, when we touch the paint, it's a lot of openings, and like I said, we got to do that more. And I think we shared the ball great today, and we got to keep doing that.
And Luka, just keep doing this. Special player through and through. With his performance tonight, he becomes just the second player in NBA history to average 30 points, 10 boards, and 5 assists through their first 2 playoff games of the franchise. The other, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.